Welcome to episode 2 of Hey OG Nice Kicks. If you clicked on that link to join episode 2, I want to thank you because I looked at episode 1 even after I edited it and it sucked. So hopefully you'll see my episodes get better as I move forward. Again, I'm new to this podcasting or vlogging world for the young folks. So shout out to all of the ones that I watch all the time. Mike Rich and Balling on the Budget and Unbreakable Kicks. You guys do a great job. I figured I could do the same thing. I have sneakers. I like to talk about my sneakers as well. So I figured, hey, why not just record my sneakers and archive them and put it on YouTube, and maybe some people will watch, maybe some people won't. But these are my sneakers and I like talking about them. So again, I hope you'll join me for future episodes. So with all that said, which is a lot to say to kick off a YouTube episode, let's get intro started for episode 2.
The OG stands for old guy. Just an old guy talking that ish about my kicks. Raw and uncut. Keeping it 100 about these kicks I bought. The channel about the kicks and nothing but the kicks. Okay, let's do this.
Now these kicks right here, these kicks right here, I saw them, they were hyping these up. And again, I don't buy sneakers based on hype. You're not gonna sell me with a bunch of hype. I want to buy sneakers because I like them and I want to rock them. So when I get my kicks, I know I said sneakers a lot, but I usually call them my kicks. My kicks, I like to get them because I got something. I have an outfit that I want to wear with them, or I just like them. But these shoes here, thinking back, I'm trying to figure out, hey, maybe it's the pandemic, I was home bored, but the sneakers I'm about to talk about in my collection is probably one of the ugliest sneakers that I've ever purchased. But they're so ugly, I just had to have them. And I held off because I didn't get them for retail when they first came out. Because I didn't hit on the sneaker app or Nike app or any other apps. But after kind of watching them and seeing folks with them on the YouTube channels, I said, man, these shoes are so ugly, I just gotta have them. So let's get into the Air Jordan Retro High G Biohacks. Again, when I first saw these shoes, I was thinking like, man, these shoes are just so ugly. Who would buy these things? And then I started seeing more and more of them. I was like, you know what? Those are so ugly. I have to add those to my collection. Now these are still DS. I haven't worn these yet because of course the pandemic, you don't go anywhere, but I hope to rock them soon. But I was thinking the person that sat around designing these shoes must have been smoking a lot of pot, a lot of joints, a lot of marijuana in their system. Because how could anybody design a shoe this damn ugly? But again, they're so ugly that I had to have them and I will rock them. And initially, again, like I said, when they first came out, I was like, there's no way I'm going to pay over retail for these. Because of course you can never hit on the sneaker apps because that's all a con game anyway. And again, I'm thinking, okay, I'm over 50, I'm an OG. Again, OG in my case stands for old guy. Shout out to all the gangsters out there, but I'm not one and I don't claim to be one. So I won't disrespect y'all by saying, hey, I'm an original gangster. I'm not a gangster, I'm just an old guy. But with that stated, I do like these shoes. Now they've grown on me, they're still ugly. I still think the person that designed these shoes was on crack or on some type of illegal substance or something that medicated them to the point where they said, hey, how can I sit down and design the ugliest shoe that people would buy? Well, I think they succeeded and they found Boo Boo the Fool, which is me, because I bought them and I definitely will rock these ugly shoes. like I said, these are DS, and I did try them on just to see how they fit and try to see how they look with a pair of jeans or a pair of sweats or a couple of pants that I have in my collection, a couple of pieces I have in my collection. And they're actually pretty comfortable shoes, and they feel good. They look good with jeans, and I got a couple of outfits I think I could rock with that. So I could be a stylish OG, so. But again, ugly shoe. Not gonna say it was an impulse buy because it was a delayed purchase. And I'm thinking if it wasn't for the pandemic and if I wasn't sitting around my house bored looking at YouTube sneaker channels, which I do, respect to everybody that does that. I think you guys do a great job. Keep doing what you're doing, keep making that money. But again, on this channel here, I'm not all about the hype or anything. It's just me talking about my shoes. And hopefully down the road, I'll set it up where if you have some shoes that you have a story and you want to share, you can send it to me and I'll post it on my channel. Any of you OGs out there, the criteria is, you gotta be an OG, an old guy. And again, I'm not gonna determine what the age criteria is because, old is different for everybody. But I happen to be over 50 and I happen to love my sneakers and I happen to love to talk about it. So again, episode 2, the Jordan Air Jordan 1s High Biohacks, the ugliest shoe ever created. And no, I'm not going back to edit all my speaking errors or anything because I want to keep this channel raw. I want y'all to get it as it comes out of my head. I'm not going to edit this channel. I'm not going to be grammatically correct. I don't care everything I can talk or not. But you know why? Because this channel is all about these shoes. That's why you won't see my face. You don't see me hyping myself up because it's all about these shoes. I spent the money on them and I just want to talk about it. So again, hope you enjoyed episode 2, the Air Jordan Biohacks. Okay, before I let you go, and if you're still awake after this episode, after viewing this episode, I wanted to take the time to show you how these look on the OG's feet. Again, ugly shoe, comfortable shoe, fits like a typical Air Jordan 1. You can rock it with a lot of different colors because it's got a lot going on. It's probably the ugliest shoe in my collection, or at least one of the ugliest shoes. It is the ugliest shoe in my collection, but it's actually grown on me to become one of my favorite shoes in my collection, although I have not worn it yet. But again, this is how they look on the OG's feet. Thanks again for joining me for episode 2 of Hey OG Nice Kicks. And if you stayed awake and you stomached episode 1 and 2, please join me in episode number 3. If not, have a good life. I wish you all the best. God bless. Peace.